entertainment Schmig.
So this is pretty awesome. Louis C.K. playing Scott Trade Center last night. And then yesterday afternoon, the news slowly started to creep out that he was going to do a show afterwards at the Westport Funny Bone.
I love that.
I think that's so awesome.
Cool.
Because he knows, he sells out big arenas now.
Yeah.
But these small comedy clubs, think about it. These guys that were up and coming were their bread and, these small comedy clubs paid them before they were selling out.
They cut their
arenas.
teeth on the small comedy clubs, and they owe them.
And he's that guy.
I agree.
There should be more comedians that do that, I think, that hired them every single year, paid them well.
Yeah.
I don't know about how they paid them.
The first I saw it, though, was someone I know who does improv. And it said, so-and-so is going to an event, Louis C.K. at the Funny Bone. And I was like, what?
Yeah, I saw it yesterday afternoon, and I thought, why didn't we talk about that yesterday morning? I don't think anybody really knew about it.
No, I think it was just kind of like a word-of-mouth thing, which is how I think he wanted it. I think he wanted it to kind of grow organically.
Yes. Yeah.
And people in the know, like people who love comedy and have connections to the Funny Bone and go see shows there a lot, were probably the first people to find out. So way to go, Louis C.K. And I hope you enjoyed his show if you were at Scott Trade Center last night. Most likely you were not at the Funny Bone. If you were, though, give us a call. Gwen Stefani said she went through months of torture in her marriage to Gavin Rossdale. Yeah.
So please buy tickets to my show.
And by the way, people are saying they're expecting an engagement soon. Let's skip that. Apparently, they've already hired a wedding planner. She and Blake Shelton are in full-out planning mode. They're going to have, I guess, a secret wedding.
Now, am I correct? They were, though, close friends before all this, right? Is that right? So they kind of knew each other before.
I don't know.
Well, through The Voice, but I don't know.
That's where I thought they met, on The Voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And remember, there was only about maybe 18 days separation between the announcement of both of their relationships ending.
Yeah.
There was a very short window between when those
So what are you saying?
were made.
Something was happening?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just presenting the facts. You can interpret as you wish.
Yeah. She says that when he announced he was getting divorced, she was panicked because she was already going through her divorce and she thought people would think they were together.
Right. Well,
That's a good story there.
by the way, we'll have tickets for her show next week.
Right. And maybe a new country song.
Hey, let's talk about the Olympics because you can't argue with that. Everyone's really excited about the Olympics. Opening ceremony tonight on NBC.
Women's beach volleyball, do you schedule?
I don't.
All right.
Starting at 6:30, though, you have the opening ceremony. Bob Costas will be hosting, I guess. Is that what you would call it? He's like the anchor. His 11th straight Olympics. So that'll be awesome.
Hope he doesn't get an eye infection this year. That was hard to look at him last time.
Oh, yeah, that
Was that the last Olympics?
was the last
Sochi, the Winter
He had a
Olympics.
Sochi eye? What are they?
By the way, it's pretty interesting. U.S. is expected to dominate because Russia, their entire track and field team banned because of doping.
Man, I watched this whole thing on HBO Real Sports about how nasty and how the government is involved in trying to help these athletes get by the screen tests, and they have secret little compartments where they have extra urine for them. It's crazy.
I've got that too, but I get up in the middle of the night.
I watched something on
I have had the encore pee before. You think you're done? You're not.
I saw something last night on the news about the U.S. doping agency and how, the divers, the tandem divers, as soon as they were done, this guy follows him for an hour and a half from press conference to this meeting to that meeting. He can't take his eyes off of him until he actually performs the drug test, from the competition to
Diving.
Yeah. Well, and everything, really. And then they show up randomly to test people. They said that the U.S. is really the strictest when it comes to testing athletes.
Let's stop talking about this because you're going to give our company ideas.
If you got bashful bladder, it must be tough to be an Olympian.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Gavin, you never could be an Olympic athlete.
That's why.
It not only kept me out of the Army, it obviously kept me out of the Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
That and no real skill.
You and Gwen Stefani, you got great stories there. All right, let's talk about the Kitten Summer Games. That starts at 7 o'clock on the Hallmark Channel.
Can I read what the press release says here?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, in the middle of a big event, there's a cat nap. They don't know the rules. They don't care. They just freestyle it.
They have kitten gymnastics featuring Christy Yamakachi.
Why not meow Taguchi?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
They're pothletes is what they're calling them.
They have the pole vault competition. John McEnmeow is playing tennis. They have the decathlon.
That's
No, you're
tonight,
not amused.
7 o'clock.
Yeah,
I could just sit in my home and watch my own.
You can really set up some pole vaults.
All right.
Little uneven bars. Jimmy Fallon, he's going to be pushed back until after the Olympics wrap tonight, but he has Jerry Seinfeld, Seth Rogen, and Jason Derulo on. And Colin Hay from Men at Work, by the way, Courtney, is on Jimmy Kimmel.
Really? Mm-hmm. Love him.
Yeah. New movies out this weekend. Suicide Squad, despite all the bad reviews, it's expected to make $125 million this weekend in the U.S.
After the bad reviews, Johnny Depp was wondering why he wasn't in it.
Very nice. You get a gold for that one.
We do have a rim shot.
I know,
if
but
you
I like
need
to
it.
do the tiny one. You don't deserve a big one.
Oh, thank
And I can't
Funny, Mr. Phillips.
and I can't imagine many people going to see this. Oh my goodness. 9 Lives, that Kevin Spacey cat film,
Oh, yeah.
comes out this
What
weekend.
is that?
Christopher Walken is
Where
the cat.
he turns into a Kevin
Is it for
Spacey
the
gets
kids?
turned. Have you not seen a commercial for this?
I haven't either.
Jennifer Gardner.
Is Kevin Spacey like desperate for money? He seems to be doing kind of odd jobs.
I don't know. This one's crazy. I guess because I watch a lot of kids shows, it's all over the place. His daughter wants a cat, and I think he's mean, and so he becomes a cat. He's the voice of this.
Chevy
cat.
Chase did that with, what was he? Was he a dog?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Heavenly Dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's already happened.
Yeah.
Not as a
that.
cat, Courtney.
I know you're right.
Yeah.
That's Entertainment Schmig. More at 8:40 and online at y98.com.
My God, there's so many Kevin Spacey lines that are coming into my head right now.
Phillips and Company on Y98.